idea, John, from where you sit with businesses, what started this?
No, no idea. Although the heat, I mean, up there, even on the boardwalk, we were watering the rooftop. The roof was so hot from the last couple 90-degree days. The rooftops were very hot.
And what about your businesses?
My businesses are fine. I'm one block in, running parallel, and thank God the wind was blowing actually north into the east. If the wind was the other way, blowing west onto the island, it would have been a big problem.
Now, John, you know, a lot of people watching, you know, they're from around the country, you know, they saw the images of Superstorm Sandy and they saw the recovery, they saw your governor. What is this like for you? You just went through your livelihood being destroyed, rebuilding, and now this is happening.
Actually, the bigger problem was the battle with building regulations in New Jersey are very difficult. Everything had to be built to the new codes. And, of course, the fight with the insurance companies. Unfortunately, in my experience, if you didn't have the resources to fight the insurance companies came in and really destroyed people. I felt bad for the middle class who couldn't fight and had to take 10, 15 cents on the dollar. I was very upset when Obama and Christie didn't come help these people. Their first offer to me, to give me an example, was $36,000. 8 months after suing them up to $807,000. I mean, that's because I had the resources to fight them. It's very unfair that no one was there to help them.
All right. Well, John, Sadie, thank you very much, and I wish you the best of luck because I know obviously this situation is developing rapidly. I want to also bring on the phone now Keith Paul, who's a CNN reporter and a resident of Toms River, which is actually basically adjacent to Seaside Heights. And Keith, tell me what you're seeing.
Well, right now I'm standing over here and I'm in front of the iconic Sawmill Bar, which has just been around forever and it's famous, and it looks like the fire is now spread onto the sawmill, and there's people just standing outside crying. You know, it's just very sad.
People are standing outside crying, you said?
Yes. I just saw 2 people walking from the boardwalk. I was told that their business is over there. They have a stand on the boardwalk, and they were walking away crying, walking down the road. You know, these people, I guess, you know, maybe the one good sign about this is Seaside Heights has 2 piers. One's the Funtown Pier, one's the Casino Pier. This fire's over at the Funtown Pier, which did not rebuild after Superstorm Sandy. They rebuilt the stretch of boardwalk in front of it, so that's all new, but they did not rebuild that pier, and he was going to rebuild this winter for the 2014 season. So if it was the Casino Pier, they completely rebuilt. All their rides are back open, and that would have been really tragic.
Right.
So I guess if there's any light in this whole thing, it's the fact that it's a pier that wasn't rebuilt yet.
Right. So the new boardwalk, but not necessarily the buildings, which is an important point. Now, Keith, you have, you know, you've been working there like a lot of people who live around there. Kids get jobs since you're 14. You're 40 years old now. What goes through your mind when you see this? And I mean, obviously, you're seeing this in person on the ground. We're looking at aerial images which show, you know, the entire skyline completely obscured by flames and smoke.
To be honest, it's sad. It's really, really sad. Like I said, I've been over here my entire life. I own a business right over the bridge in Toms River. I plan to open a business here in Seaside over the next 5 years. And just seeing what's happened to us over the past year, I mean, it's just about a 1-year anniversary to Sandy. It's sad.
It is. It's tragic. And Keith, you know, as John was just saying, John Sadie, who owns businesses, they're not sure he wasn't sure exactly what caused this. Do you have a sense of what's caused this and what caused it to move so rapidly as what John described as a quote-unquote fire highway?
Well, yeah, here's what happened was that I can't confirm this, but from my understanding, it started in the Kohr's ice cream shop. And I want to emphasize, I can't 100% confirm this. I'm trying to at this time, but that's what I've been told by several people, including one police officer. But the problem is that the way that this alleyway is set up on the boardwalk, it's very tough to get fire engines and stuff in there, and they can, but it spreads so quickly. We're experiencing 35-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Luckily, like John said, they're going northeast, but it's still going north up the boardwalk, so it's just spreading block to block to block.
And John, you're still with us, and I know you were talking about those winds that Keith just referred to, but you also had something I think that'd be really important for our viewers to know about why this may have spread, something to do with the firefighters.
Well, there is an issue right now. There's a huge firemen's convention in Wildwood, and my understanding is
which is another town in New Jersey.
It's a resort town, approximately about 80 miles south of Seaside Heights. And my understanding, 60 or 70% of most departments are down there.
So you're saying it might have been that there weren't a lot of people there at the beginning to help. I mean, I know they're now bringing in firefighters, but your view is that could be part of the reason why this has become so enormous.
I have no idea, but I do know some of the newer equipment was brought down there to show. They're proud of their equipment and their firefighting techniques, and they're down there, and it is a convention, it is educational, and they're down there to learn.
All right. Well, John and Keith, thank you very much. Obviously, we'll have them standing by. Governor Chris Christie, obviously, who, as all of America saw during Hurricane or Superstorm Sandy, appeared with the president, and he's appeared at Seaside Heights to celebrate the reopening of that boardwalk, is there right now, and he's going to be speaking live. So we're going to be taking that in just a couple of minutes.